Wonderful. Starting from the action that the court has already taken to decline an order that the KDF is to come and fight the people. The court has also given an order to ensure that that stops going forward. Secondly, we have heard the president now seeking to decline assenting into this erroneous bill, hectic bill, enslaving bill, overtaxing bill, enslaving bill. Now the president ought to have read the mood of the nation. I always say that as a king, you need to be guided. You need to be given good advice, pieces of advice by your advisors. How I wish the people who surround the government, Ruto's advisors, ought to have advised him that this bill is not well with the people. Not to wait for such a repercussion that is negative, not to wait for Kenyans to die fighting for their rights is when you come to the public to seek a decline. You ought to have sought to decline prior to the eventualities that we saw yesterday. Why are you coming to decline the bill after we have lost the lives of the demonstrators? You ought to have given directives to your parliament to ensure that they don't pass that bill. So if you have seen sense in it, therefore we are congratulating you. One thing that I want to tell Ruto, having declined that bill, that power is protected. After you have gotten into power, you need to ask yourself how to protect power. Whenever you fail to protect power, the people come and take that power to protect it. Yes.
Now that already the armed forces were deployed long time ago, the MPs have accepted that they will deploy, the KDFs will be deployed all over the country. So what do you think will be their role now that people won't go in the streets because the president has not signed the bill?
KDF are supposed to go back to their barracks. Now that the president has sought to decline signing into this bill, it would only worsen the situation. That would have amounted to more strikes and more claiming of people's lives when we could have waited for tomorrow's events to wait to see the president assigning, appending into this bill and giving it a go-ahead to be implemented. But now that he has declined it, I don't really see if the nation is going to be charged and in a bad mood of fighting tomorrow. Therefore, tomorrow we might say that tomorrow's league has been suspended until we see them misbehaving with us again. We will resume if they resume. A wise person learns from the experience. We as a nation experienced what happened to an arm of the government yesterday. And the constitutive agents of the yesterday's scenarios were squarely pegged on the MPs. Now we have again mandated you. In fact, the government, the president, has only put you into a trap. The president has sent you to the people again. You saw when now people were now against what the MPs were doing. I want to tell our MPs that you should not fail for the second time, bringing something that is not in accordance with the interest of the people. Now the president has declined the bill. You are now mandated for recess. The bill is going to be taken back to the parliament for debate. I urge you that you go purely as per the demands, the desires, and the interest of the people. Do what people want. Don't implement what seeks to impoverish and be against the will of the people. We saw to you yesterday, we demonstrated that sovereignty and power squarely belongs to the people. And if you joke, we will resume. If you swear, we will be calm.
Apart from that,
what tends to be punitive to me again, apart from the lands bill, is a bill that seeks to start taxing a youth who is jobless. The government is telling us through the bill that once the bill is passed, you as a youth who is jobless, you are not married, you are still being taken care of by the parents, that above 25 years, you don't have a job, you don't have a family, you are jobless. Then the government seeks to tax you. What kind of a stupid and a foolish bill is that? So that bill that seeks to tax a youth that still stays with the parent. We want to see a bill that seeks to empower a jobless youth. We want to see a bill that seeks to industrialize this country so that the youth that are jobless can find a place that they can earn their living. Don't tax someone whom you have not invested in. The government should seek to industrialize the country first. You need to empower the people first. Even in milking a cow, you don't go start milk the cow that you have not fed. You feed your people is when you come and tax them. Thank you.